Well, fortunate for us, the doctor is in today.
Dick Crum is here to get us through our gardening issues. He's in your backyard. He's wearing we're going to have to get you a hat like that, Tom.
I need one like that.
We'll talk about that later. Hey, Dr. Dirt, question from Jody. She wants to know, she has a family. She wants to know, she wants to buy a safe Christmas tree. Are there any trees that are safer than any others when you go out shopping for these live trees?
Well, the critical thing here is to keep the tree moist. In other words, when you buy a fresh cut Christmas tree, usually they recut the bud and then you put it in a 5-gallon bucket of water and you leave it there until you take it inside, and then you put it in a holder that holds water, and as long as there's water there, the needles will stay nice and fresh. And of course everybody's after the Fraser fir, but hey, Scotch pine is still around. That's the old standby. White pine is still available. So there's a number of inexpensive fresh cut Christmas trees available.
All right, well, we haven't had any yet. Dave has our next question, and he wants to know how he can protect his evergreens from the pending ice.
Well, I tell you what, if you have arborvitae or plants, evergreens that have multi-stems like junipers and arborvitae, what you have to do is tie the stems together near the top of the tree, because otherwise what happens when we get one of those wet snows or some ice, then it splits off and breaks. So just tie the evergreens together, and then in the spring you untie them and that'll stop the breakage.
Dr. Dirt, Tanya has a question about her house plant. She says my peace lily is badly wilted and brown. If I plant it outside, will it come back in the spring? If so, does it have to be planted in a shady area?
Well, if she plants it outside, she'll get a new one next spring because they're not hardy. We have a tendency to overwater indoor plants, and so what I would do, I'd let it dry out and make sure it does have drainage holes in the bottom of the pot and on a tray, and then let it dry out, and then the soil surface is going to be dry on the top, but you want to measure, test the water about a ½ inch below the soil surface, and I think if she lets it dry out a little bit and within 4 feet of the window, it's one of the most dependable indoor plants we have.
Dr. Dirt, thank you so much. If you have questions for Dr. Dirt, make sure you send them to us at drdirt@theindychannel.com. We'll have to get one of those caps for you and Ashley.